Welcome to part 3 of this series. If you haven't seen the other 2 videos, Conscience and Examination of Conscience, please do so. They can be found on this channel, Psalms and Vignettes. So, why do we take time to examine our conscience? The answer, in my opinion, is the same as the answer to the question, why do we eat? Our souls are hungry. We all eat a lot of spiritual junk food, which we call sin. And we try to satisfy something in ourselves with the empty calories of addictions and fornication, gossip, laziness, irresponsibility, and other things. The more we eat this spiritual junk food, the more spiritually malnourished we become, and the more spiritually sick we become. Our souls crave nutrition, and we call this nutrition virtue. So things like justice, patience, chastity, self-control, faith. In order to become more spiritually healthy, we need to look at our spiritual diet. And I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news here, but this diet does not allow for cheat days. I did not say perfection. I said we don't get to intentionally sin as a reward to ourselves for being virtuous for X number of days. And so, a bit of a ridiculous example, but you'll get my point. Let's say you've been faithful to your spouse for 6 months. Does it make any sense to reward yourself, so to speak, for that good behavior by cheating on your spouse, but only one time? I don't even really need to answer that question, but that principle applies to all kinds of things, sobriety and patience, for instance. You get my point. So back to the original question, why do we examine our conscience? We do it to recalibrate our spiritual diet. We see our unhealthy spiritual practices and our healthy spiritual practices so that we can continue the process of replacing spiritual junk food with spiritually nutritious food. But let's go one step further. Why are we eating spiritually nutritious food? Because we are following God's menu for how we are designed. We were designed to be virtuous. And the more honest we are with ourselves and about ourselves, the more we are able to choose healthy spirituality. And the more healthy we become, the more joyful we become. And the more joyful we become, the more positive impact we have around us. Now, I want to be clear. We are not earning our way to heaven. If we could earn our way to heaven, there would be no God. We would be God. And you and I both know none of us is God. All this leads up to the next step, confession. I'm aware that Catholics and Protestants look at confession differently, but we'll deal with that in the next video. So thank you for watching, and please like, subscribe, comment, and share this video. See you in the funny paper.